Okay, so let's talk about this Taylor Swift song, Anti-Hero. Came out, what, October 2022?
That's right, from the Midnight's album.
Hmm.
And it just exploded. #1 on Billboard straight away.
Right. And the sources you shared, they really dig into it. Not just as, a catchy song, but something deeper.
Exactly. They frame it as this incredibly candid look at her own stuff. Self-doubt, insecurities, all that pressure from being famous.
It's like she's just putting it out there. I feel like the problem.
Yeah, a direct admission. So, based on those materials, we should probably unpack some of the key things they point out. The lyrics, obviously, but also something kind of cool about the sound.
Let's start with the line, the one everyone knows.
Oh, yeah. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
You can't escape it. And the sources say its power is just how blunt it is, right? Just admitting, yep, this is on me.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting how versatile that line became. People use it humorously or like genuinely confessing something or just that moment of self-awareness. It's efficient.
Definitely. So what else did the sources pull out? There was another line mentioned.
Ah, yes. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror.
Okay, what's the take on that one from the materials?
Well, the analysis suggests it's about avoiding looking inward. Like she can handle the really tough external things staring at the sun, symbolically.
Yeah, facing the heat, basically.
Exactly, but looking in the mirror, confronting herself. That's the hard part she avoids. The sources kind of frame it as the perfect description for dodging self-examination.
That feels pretty relatable, actually, that avoidance. And then the third one the sources flagged is really vivid.
Uh-huh. Sometimes I feel like everybody is a sexy baby, and I'm a monster on the hill.
Wow. Okay. What do the sources say that's getting at?
They really emphasize this feeling of being out of step,
Yeah.
disconnected, like everyone else fits into this world that values, youth or perfection, the sexy baby idea.
And she feels like the opposite.
Yeah, like the awkward outlier, the monster on the hill, totally visible but not fitting in. It's a strong way to talk about feeling alienated.
So you've got these really raw lyrics. But the sources also mention something technical, something about phonetics, specifically the word the.
Yes, this was fascinating. The material notes how English uses weak and strong forms for words like the, for rhythm.
Okay. Like how sometimes it sounds like the and sometimes the.
Exactly. The weak form is a, like in the problem. The strong form is a, which you might use before a vowel, like the end, or for emphasis.
So there's a rule. A before consonants, A before vowels.
Generally, yeah. That's the standard pattern mentioned in the sources. A, problem, ale hell, but maybe E is apple.
But the point about Taylor Swift's delivery was different.
Well, the observation was that she consistently uses the weak form, AA. Keeps it really short and light.
Huh. Why does that matter in a song?
Because, as the sources point out, it's a musical choice. By keeping the small, she makes the important words, the emotional ones, like problem, sun, mirror, hill, really stand out.
Ah, okay. So the is just a little bridge, and keeping it quiet lets you focus on where you're going, the main word.
You got it. If the bridge is too loud, you lose the emotional impact of the destination. It's about phrasing and feeling, not just pronunciation rules.
That's actually really subtle.
Yeah.
So when you put it all together, the honest lyrics the sources highlight, the way she describes feeling insecure or out of place, and even this tiny detail about how she says, the.
It adds layers, doesn't it?
It really does. For me, it shows how much thought goes into making something sound so effortless and vulnerable at the same time.
Definitely. We've touched on those core confessions, the specific lines about avoidance and alienation, and this neat phonetic point about delivery enhancing the meaning.
Thinking about all that packed into just a few lines,
Yeah.
even down to the sound of one little word, it really makes you think.
What other songs might have those hidden layers, If you listen really closely, not just to the words, but how they're actually sung. Something to maybe keep an ear out for next time you're listening.